evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We're coming to you live from Brooksville, Florida, for the Florida 4A District 9 softball playoffs. Make sure you stay tuned to GCSN throughout the playoffs so that you never miss any of the action. As we get ready for our second game tonight, a quick recap of Game 1. Weeki jumped out to an early lead and held off a furious comeback by a Zephyr Hill rally to take the win 7-3, so they'll advance to the semifinals tomorrow evening. But now, we have the Bears of Central ready to take on the Wildcats of Wesley Chapel. I'm Will Wilkie, and along on the call tonight, you know him as the Wild One, Wild Bill Lizer.
Thank you, Will, and thank you for all joining us. Playoff fever's in the air. We got things started off with Weeki and Zephyr Hill's matchup. Weeki getting out a victory and advancing to face Hernando tomorrow night at 7 p.m., which you can catch right here on GCSN. Now we return to tonight's matchup between Central and Wesley Chapel. First for the Bears, they're going to be relying on their senior leadership of their sniper from the circle, Kelsey Shoemate. But they also have their several offensive threats. The Bears are going to look to get done tonight with a balanced attack. On the other side of the diamond are the Wildcats of Wesley Chapel. The team is loaded with offensively with 7 players batting over 300, but leading the offensive charge is senior Ashley Garrison, hitting an incredible 444 on the year with 3 home runs and 21 RBIs. The Wildcat pitching staff is also up to task as they sport a very respectable combined ERA of 4.29.
You can't ask for anything better when you have 2 teams with balanced attacks laying it all on the line here tonight. We're in for a great one. Don't go anywhere. We've got the starting lineups and the first pitch coming up next right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Legacy Wealth Partners, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Legacy Wealth Partners.
Roaches, ants, termites. Let Bingham's Professional Pest Management knock your bugs out of the park. Bingham's Ultimate Pest Protection Plan is guaranteed to protect your home from unwanted pests. And it's also guaranteed to be the lowest price in town. Don't let bugs get to first base in your home. Take BP on them. Log on to TampaBayBugs.com to get your coupon for a free pest treatment of your home. Bingham's Professional Pest Management. Systematic pest elimination since 1964.
Specializing in personalized jewelry and gifts, Morningshire Market brings the game to life with custom baseball keepsakes. From necklaces to key rings, bottle toppers, and more, the options to have custom gifts made to order are limitless with Morningshire Market. Whether shopping for yourself or shopping for others, ensure that Morningshire Market is at the top of your lineup.
Morningshire Market on Etsy. Use code DOUBLEPLAY at checkout for 15% off your purchase.
Game's on the line, and you're looking at a full count with 0.2 seconds left on the shot clock. Last thing you need to be worried about is your deodorant. That's why I use Old Spice. Old Spice is the bare knuckle, straight arm tackle, heavyweight deodorant that gives the best game, set, and match, high-stepping, sudden death, double overtime performance in the pit fight against odor.
Safe!
From odor. Thanks, Old Spice.
So as we prepare to get started here in this first round matchup between Central High School and Wesley Chapel, let's go ahead and get things started with the Divinity Med Spa starting lineup. First for the visiting Bears of Central, leading things off, number 20, Quima Thomas. Batting second, number 22, Megan Wader. Batting third, number 23, Kaylee Reese. Batting fourth, number 26, Kelsey Shoemate. Batting fifth, number 9, Jeslyn Hawk. Batting sixth, number 3, Olivia Hodling. Batting seventh, number 44, Alana Mitchell. Batting eighth, number 1, Caitlin Citron. And batting ninth, number 40, Joey Roberts. And the head coach of the Bears, Leo Krahula. And now we'll move to the home team Wildcats of Wesley Chapel. Leading things off is going to be number 12, Amari Arca. Batting second, number 1, Courtney Marks. Batting third, number 15, Ashley Garrison. Batting fourth, number 17, Ava Blakely. Batting fifth, number 13, McKenna Rice. Batting sixth, number 8, Jillian Torres. Batting seventh, number 3, Lexi Littleton. Batting eighth, number 2, Gabriella Villafane. And batting ninth, number 7, Maddie Golka. And playing the flex position this evening, number 18, Gabriella Villegas. The Wildcats are coached by Lauren Pasquale. And this is your Divinity Med Spa starting lineup. So as we're getting ready and going over the ground rules and lineup exchanges with the umpires and the opposing coaches, we'll soon turn it over to the public address announcer for the starting lineups for both teams. But as we get ready for that, we'll take a very short break and be back right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching District 9 Tournament Softball Playoff action right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. So we're going to turn it over to the public address announcer for their version of the starting lineups.
With a record of 6 wins, 14 losses. In numerical order, number 1, Caitlin Citron. Number 3, Olivia Hodling. Number 9, Jess Hawk. Number 20, Kamaya Thomas. Number 22, Megan Wader. Number 23, Kaylee Reese. Number 24, Julianne Nichols. Number 26, Kelsey Shoemate. Number 40, Joey Roberts. Then number 44, Alana Mitchell. And their assistant coaches, Tina Shoemate and Leo Kula, the head coach. And now your home team on the scoreboard, your Wesley Chapel Wildcats. Your non-starters for tonight. Number 4, Lipinski. Number 6, Mackenzie Robinson. And your starters for tonight. In right field, number 12, Amari Arcock. At center field, number 1, Courtney Marks. And shortstop, number 15, Ashley Garrison. And left field, number 17, Ava Blakely. And pitcher, number 13, Michaela Wright. And catcher, number 8, Jill Torres. And third base, number 3, Lexi Middleton. And DP, number 2, Gabby Willifare. At second base, number 7, Maddie Boa. At first base, number 18, Gabby Gonzalez. Their assistant coach, Chris Cougar, Tommy Villicombe. And their head coach of 3 years, Lauren Pasquale. Give both teams a hand, your visiting Bears and your home team Wildcats. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, could you please rise for the playing of the national anthem?
So that completes the starting lineups and the honoring of America with our national anthem. And we're ready to get underway. Alongside Wild Bill Lizer, I'm Will Wilkie bringing you the call for tonight's action for the first round of Florida 4A District 9 tournament softball action here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll take a very quick break. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere. First pitch upcoming right here on GCSN. So as we get ready to begin the ball game here, we'll go ahead and run through the defensive set for the Wildcats for you as they are the home team this evening. Starting with the battery, on the mound will be Rice, behind the plate Torres, third base Littleton, shortstop Garrison, at second base will be Golka, Villegas over at first, in right field will be Arca, center field Marks, and in left field will be Blakely. And that is your defensive set for the home team, Wesley Chapel Wildcats. Leading off the ball game for the Central Bears will be the starting catcher, number 20, Quima Thomas. First pitch comes in high for ball one. Rice delivers. There's a shot over to second. Golka up with it. Tosses over to first. That's Villegas. And the first out of the inning quickly for the Wildcats.
Textbook 4-3.
So that's going to bring up the starting first baseman, number 22, Megan Wader for the Bears. Rice now in the circle, ready for her delivery. And that's going to connect in the zone for called strike one. I know it's early, but some solid velocity, Wild Bill, that Rice is showing here in the circle.
Loving it. She's painting those corners.
It's going to come in high. Count evens up now. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Even when she's off the mark, she's still firing it in there.
Foul tip. Nice snag by Torres there. Hold on to that one. And it's going to work the count now into Rice's favor. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the first inning. We're just underway here. The Wildcats recording the first out. Off the ground out to Golka. Golka in on that one as she charges. Loses her footing a little bit. And that's going to drop in for an infield single for Wader. So a runner aboard for the Bears, which will bring up the starting shortstop, number 23, Kaylee Reese.
Yeah, it looked like Golka's cleats got stuck in the sand out there. I'll look to that happening again.
Tried for that outside corner, misses away. 1 ball, no strikes. Wader on first as she was able to reach off that last hit. And there's a ground ball by Reese. Rice up with it, fires over to first for the out.
She pulled her foot. Pulled her foot at first
Correction,
base.
so the ruling by the field umpire was the foot was pulled. And a break for the Bears. They got runners on first and second here, and they're threatening to put some runs on the board. That's going to bring up the big senior, the leader for the Bears, number 26, starting a pitcher this evening, Kelsey Shoemate. There's a hard shot down that third base line, but foul. You know, Wild Bill, we've had the pleasure of broadcasting Central several times this season, and every single game we've done, we've come away impressed very much with this young lady, Kelsey Shoemate.
Absolutely. In the circle, there's not many better.
A good try by Rice, barely misses away. Credit to Shoemate to lay off and know the zone. It's going to even up the count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled away, out of play, straight back. Rice now ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. She's going to be looking for that punch-out pitch. The Wildcats would love to get a strikeout here.
Well, not if Shoemate has something to say about it. She's going to try to help her cause.
Looked like a changeup there. Got released a little bit too late. That's going to even up the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You can really feel the energy here tonight. It's a pleasure to be bringing you this broadcast. We hope you're enjoying it. That pitch comes in low. If you are enjoying the broadcast tonight, why don't you go ahead and toss us a like? We sure would appreciate it. We do keep track of those. And while you're at it, hit subscribe. We are continuing to cover the Floor A District 9 softball tournament all the way through the championship game. So if you hit subscribe, it's free. You can set reminders so you never miss the action when we go live. There's a hard shot past third base. It's going to get into the outfield. Wader wheels around third. Play it home. And the tag is made. An outstanding tag by Torres on the throw from Blakely and left.
I tell you what, Blakely's arm getting that ball in, that's something to watch right there.
Yeah, it looked like the Bears were going to put one on the board there. But an outstanding defensive play by Wesley Chapel. They say not on my watch. And they're able to gun out that runner at home.
No, 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 not today. At least for that play.
So we're going to have a courtesy runner for Shoemate. I don't have the... Looks like Nichols is coming in. Number 24, Nichols.
Mm-hmm.
Now running for Shoemate.
We have the big bat of Hawk coming up.
So Shoemate did have that hard hit to left. So that's going to put runners on first and second. 2 outs now with that play at the plate. Brings up number 9, Jeslyn Hawk. And she'll take called. Strike one right down the middle as Rice is cooking with fire with that fastball right there. She connects again on that inside corner. You know, she keeps rifling these fastballs like this, Wild Bill. I'm going to start calling her steamed rice because she's steaming that ball in there. Solid velocity on these pitches. She's quickly ahead in the count now, 0-2.
Absolutely.
Hawk's going to have to take a 2-strike approach now. She'll watch that ball come in low.
I like the idea, though.
1-2.
Make Hawk think about it.
We appreciate the like that we just received. Thank you very much to that viewer. We hope to get some more this evening. We hope you enjoyed this live broadcast. As Rice tries for the inside but misses. He's going to work the count even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first inning. Runners on first and second. The Bears threatening.
Oh.
There's a shot over to second. That's going to get
too
through
hot.
into the outfield. Wheeling around, play at the plate. A beautiful slide to get in and score the run. That's Kaylee Reese. And Central gets on the board first with a combination of timely hitting and aggressive base running. It's going to bring up now the starting left fielder, number 3, Olivia Hotling. And we're going to have time called as the umpires will confer. Not sure what about.
It may be about Hawk taking second. It looked like there was timeout and Hawk took second. I am not sure, though.
Just in case you're getting a buffered signal this evening, we are doing our best. We're working with our backup uplink. So if you are getting some buffering, go ahead, hit that pause button for about 30 to 60 seconds, and then rejoin us. That tends to resolve the issues. We'll continue to work on it on our end. So the conference continues. And things, all that to prove that things that will remain the way they are.
Yeah.
So Hawk on second. Nichols on third, running for Shoemate. Olivia Huddling up to bat for the Bears. Rice tries outside. It's going to miss away, ball 1. Swing and a miss. It's going to even up the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a dribble right in front of the plate. Rice charges on it. She'll rifle over to first. Foul ball was the ruling. And confirmed by the two field umpires. So what would have happened on that play, although we didn't have the best vantage point of it, the batter remained in the box and the ball would have ricocheted off of the leg or the foot into fair territory. But because it made connection with the batter in the box, that is a foul ball. So we'll do it all over again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. The Bears have plated 1. Nice pitch by Rice. Misses outside. Count's going to even up now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tries that outside corner again. Misses away. 2-2, or correction, 3-2. So full count, 2 outs. Payoff pitch up coming between Rice and Hodling.
These Bears have got some hot bats tonight.
Fouled away.
Love the battle.
Well, it's playoff time, Wild Bill. Both teams and all the players are going to leave it all on the line here tonight because the winner advances. And unfortunately, for the one who doesn't come out on top, their season's over.
Can't hold anything back, Will.
Again, chopped away foul. The battle continues to brew between Hodling and Rice. And we'll do this full count all over again. Payoff pitch upcoming. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rice smokes it by. But the Bears, they're able to cross 1. We move to the bottom of the first. 1-0 is your score right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Legacy Wealth Partners, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Legacy Wealth Partners.
Big league flavor.
When you make a perfect slide. You're in the big leagues.
Big league pouch.
When you keep the team alive. You're in the big leagues.
Big league shreds.
When you block a shot or two. You're in the big leagues.
Big league flavor.
You're into big league chew.
Big league chew. Fan-sized wads of great taste and shredded bubble gum stuffed into a giant Stay Fresh pouch.
You're in the big leagues.
Big league flavor and big league bubble.
You're into big league chew.
Who's left?
Kane.
Pitcher Marone is due up.
Kane.
So Burns is going to have to go to his bench. The only choice is John Kane.
Hey, kid. Get me the doc.
Burns has been reluctant to use Kane, preferring to go with the younger players, but you don't have a choice here tonight.
Now batting for Marone, Kane.
What got into him?
Well, it's not unusual. We advance to the bottom of the first inning here at Tom Vaughn Park in Brooksville, Florida. We got a 1-0 score as we move to the home half of the first. Leading things off for the Wildcats will be the starting right fielder, number 12, Amari Arca. Shoemade in the circle for the Bears. She delivers called strike 1. So 0-1 the count. Next offering from Shoemate comes in high. That'll even up the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that pitch is going to come in high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Shoemate, the lone senior on this Central roster.
She is a beast, though.
So good patience by Arca. She's watched 3 consecutive balls go by to advance to the hitter's count now. 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Fouled straight back right into the GCSN camera. But we're still live in here with you. But that just proves you got a front row seat right here on GCSN. You got a full count now.
Battling.
There's a hard shot into right field.
Wow.
A great play by Arca to line that ball into right field, and the Wildcats have the leadoff runner aboard.
That was hot off the bat.
That it was. And a great job at that full count at bat. It's now going to bring up the starting center fielder, number 1, Courtney Marks. Fastball connects. Arca's going to go ahead and steal second, uncontested. That's going to be a big advantage for the Wildcats. They've now got a runner in scoring position, nobody out in their half of the first. Bunt attempt pulls back. It's going to even things up now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here this evening. Go ahead and toss us a like if you are. We sure would appreciate it. Try to beat the last game. See if you can have more likes for this game than the last game.
Nice
a beautiful bunt down the third
line.
base line. Littleton charges on it. And will keep Arca at second. So that's going to put 2 runners on for the Wildcats. Nobody out here in the first. And the Wildcats have something cooking here.
Tell you what, they got some hot bats.
It's going to bring up the starting shortstop, number 15, Ashley Garrison. First pitch offering, tries for that outside corner, misses away. Correction, that was Roberts on the last defensive play. My apologies. Popped up, out of play, straight
way
back.
Out of play.
It's going to even up the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Offering by Shoemate, misses high, 2-1. Starting to have some issues with our uplink yet again, unfortunately. So you might be experiencing some buffering. If so, go ahead and hit that pause button. Just wait 30 to 60 seconds. It should resolve for you. We'll do our best on our end. Try to switch to another uplink between innings. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. As Shoemate delivers, foul tip
Nice
right into the glove.
Pitch.
Nice stop by Kimaya Thomas. That's going to work the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch upcoming between Shoemate and Garrison. Fouled straight back. A nice battle here, and Garrison had a cut, Wild Bill.
Beautiful swing. She's been battling. That bat through the zone is like lightning.
And if she connects, we'll hear the thunder.
Woo! There we
go!
go!
There in the right center field. That's going to go all the way to the fence.
She's getting easy 3 bags.
2 runners are going to come in to score for Wesley Chapel. And a stand-up triple for Ashley Garrison on that monster connection to right center field. Wow, Wild Bill.
Wow, that's fun to watch.
That it is.
Yeah,
wow.
You just get fired up. Right in the gap.
So Wesley Chapel, with 1 swing of the bat, they've taken the lead 2-1. There's no outs here in the bottom of the first inning. We'll bring up the cleanup batter, number 17, Ava Blakely. Gets the start today in left field for the Wildcats. Whew. Another shot off the bat.
You better watch your teeth. Shoemate's firing them down the middle. They're smoking the ball all over the field. Ooh.
Pitch misses. It's going to even up the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll run through the defense for you for the Bears. We apologize we didn't get a chance to get to that. Starting with the battery, Shoemate on the mound, Thomas behind the plate, Roberts at third, Reese at short, Hawk at second, Waiter at first, Huddling in left, Mitchell in center, and Cintron in right field. Swing and a miss.
Big cut, big cut.
The smoke by Shoemate works the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ooh,
fouled away, out of play again. First base side. That's going to be in the parking lot, so some distance on that ball, Wild Bill.
Yeah, got to watch your car there, Will.
Luckily, I parked further down this evening, anticipating that very possibility. Fouled away again.
Right at the camera.
Moved it slightly, it looks like, but we appear to be
got a great
okay.
view.
Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. The smoke by Shoemate pays off, and it notches the first out of the inning for the Bears. So 1 out here in the inning is going to now bring up the pitcher, number 13, McKenna Rice. Looking to help her cause here, get that run home from third. Nice pitch by Shoemate, but misses inside for ball 1. Pitch comes in low, 2-0.
I love to watch Shoemate in the circle. So calm, cool, collected.
Misses outside there. It's going to work the count now to 3-0. With 1 out in the inning, got to imagine they'll be taking here. You want those additional base runners to continue to apply that offensive pressure to the Wildcats.
Ooh.
And she'll take ball 4. That's going to put runners on the corners for the Wildcats. Still just 1 out in the inning. The Lightning scored. So we're likely going to have a courtesy runner would be my guess here, as we have a discussion between head coach Pasquale and the umpire. As Rice is the starting pitcher for the Wildcats, and she's standing on first after getting that 4-pitch walk. We'll wait for that number.
Number 10. Number 10's
we weren't
taking
given,
Rice's spot.
We weren't given a 10 on our roster. So we do have a pinch runner. It's number 10, We weren't provided a roster that contains number 10.
But anyone watching,
so we apologize for that. We can only work with what we're given. So runners on first and third, one out now for the catcher, number 8, Jillian Torres. As number 10 is going to break for second, she'll make it in uncontested for that stolen base. Pitch is going to miss low, even up the count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss upstairs. Shoemate coming in with that high heat to work the count now to 1 and 2.
Oh, there you go.
That's chopped down the third base line. Roberts charges it and will concede the infield signal. That's going to load him up. That's going to bring up the starting third baseman now, number 3, Lexi Littleton. Fastball comes in high for ball 1. So Wader is in at first. She's playing in. Rest of the Bear defense at normal depth.
Oh,
there's a shot foul out of play first base side.
Sound like a car, Will.
Yeah, I think there was a connection over there.
Yes. Heard a lot of oohs and ahs from the fans.
So that's going to even up the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 broken windshield.
That's not funny.
You're right.
Oh.
And there's a pop-up. It's going to drift
That's
into
a
the
gap.
center field and drop in. A run will score. So an RBI single by Lexi Littleton. Notches the 3rd run of the inning for Wesley Chapel. And brings up the designated player this evening, number 2, Gabriella Villafane. Beautiful velocity on that pitch. Falls in the zone for called strike 1.
And that's why Shoemate's up there.
Pitch is going to come in low. Nice stop by Thomas. Swing and a miss. Shoemate going with the high fastball. She's ahead in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Villafane will have to take a 2-strike approach now. The remainder of the at-bat trying to protect that plate. And good discipline there. She'll take that pitch high to even up the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So impressions here, Wild Bill. You've got a bases-loaded situation with 1 out. If you have a hit on the infield, do you fire home with it?
Absolutely.
Or do you try to turn the conventional double play?
I go home to 1.
That's going to work the count full now as that last pitch missed high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch upcoming between Shoemate and Villafane. And that pitch will miss low. So Villafane will get credit for the RBI on drawing that walk. And another run will cross for the Wildcats. And that'll bring up the starting second baseman, number 7, Maddie Golka.
Oh.
Pitch comes in high for ball 1.
That one got away from Shoemate a little bit.
Thank you to our viewers for that additional like. While we've got a second here, while you're watching, go ahead, just hit that like button. We sure would appreciate it. We're working hard here for you. Bringing you live doubleheader action for the Florida 4A District 9 softball playoffs. We love to do it, but we also love to know that you like the broadcast. As that fastball falls in the zone for called strike one. So 2-1 the count on Golka. She's got bases loaded, looking to help the Wildcats add some additional runs. Wow, she had a cut on that one, Wild Bill.
Yeah, that was tough.
She connects on that one. That's going over the fence. It's going to even things up now. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, there we
There's
go.
a shot again over into the parking lot.
Oh, nothing. She is a Spitfire back there.
Yeah, you got to love this battle here. You got a dominant pitcher here in Kelsey Shoemate in the circle. But Maddie Golka showing her wherewithal and her grittiness. I mean, this has been a battle ever since the at-bat started. And there's a hard shot right back up the middle. In the center field, 2 runs will come around to score. And just like I mentioned, the grittiness by Maddie Golka with that hard line shot right up the middle, that's going to plate 2 additional runs for Wesley Chapel. So a 2 RBI single for her. And the Wildcats have broken things open here in their half of the first. They now lead 6-1. It's also going to turn over the lineup and bring up the leadoff batter, Amari Arca, number 12. Shoemate battles back, connects on the outside corner for called strike one. Shows bunt, pulls back, the ball gets away. Runners break for second and third. They're going to make it in there safely. So with the Wildcat runners both moving up, they're now both in scoring position. So a big opportunity here for Arca, especially if she can put that ball in the outfield. Offering by Shoemate misses low.
The patience by these Wildcat batters.
Excellent point, Wild Bill. Couldn't agree more. They know their zone.
Absolutely.
And when it's in their zone, they're aggressively hacking at that ball, but they're laying off even close pitches because they're paying attention to the strike zone, as it's called.
Absolutely. If they don't like it, they're fouling it off. If they've got a battle, they're battling.
So with that foul ball, it's going to move to a 2-2 count. The Bears would love a punch-out pitch here. Kelsey Shoemate's going to try to deliver. There's a hard shot back up the middle again. That's going to get through into the outfield.
2 more runs.
2 more runs will score for Wesley Chapel. And their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine here tonight. They're just taking the pitches that they're given, Wild Bill, and they're just making stuff happen.
Just hitting the ball where they're not.
So that's now going to give the Wildcats an 8-1 advantage, as Coach Krahula will call time and have a conference on the mound. We're going to take a very quick break. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network. So Coach Krahula is about to conclude the conference here on the mound. Not sure if there's a pitching change or not. We'll find out here in a moment. Looks like it was just words of encouragement. You know, you're trying to get the team together. Tell them to calm down, take a deep breath. We're just going to go one out at a time.
Get them to re-gel, so to speak.
So the conference concludes. Arca on first after that 2 RBI single. To advance the score now to 8-1, advantage Wesley Chapel. We'll now bring up the second hitter in the order, number 1, Courtney Marks. Pitch falls in the zone for called strike 1, and Arca's got some wheels.
Yeah.
That was the acceleration of a Tesla right there. She advances to second base, uncontested. That pitch did fall in the zone for strike 1. And there's a shot to left field. That's going to drop in. Arca's going to wheel around. She's going to score standing up. So that's an RBI double for number 1, Courtney Marks. A nice at bat there for that young lady.
These Bears aren't careful. This game could get away from them.
So after the RBI double, that's going to bring up the shortstop, number 15, Ashley Garrison. Nice pitch, misses outside. Good velocity on that one by Shoemate. But misses away for ball 1. Bunt is shown. And the speed by Marks will take third on the steal. He's going to put a runner on third now with 1 out. 2 balls, no strikes, the count on Garrison.
Again, the patience by these Wildcats.
Foul tip straight back right off the helmet of Thomas. She appears to be okay. We're happy for that.
That was a tough shot right there.
That it was.
Credit to her for getting right back in there and doing it again.
Offering misses low. To advance to the hitter's count now, 3-1. And that'll miss away for ball 4. So we've already talked about it a couple times, Wild Bill. You know, the well-disciplined at-bats for the Wildcats have paid off in spades here tonight. They've now got runners on first and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. For the cleanup hitter now, left fielder number 17, Ava Blakely.
If you remember, Blakely was fouling some balls off. There's another one.
There's a shot right up the middle, knocked down by Reese. A run will score from third, that's Marks. And Wesley Chapel is putting together a huge inning here. They played at 10 here in the first. Now it brings up their starting pitcher, number 13, McKenna Rice. Fouls that one away. Right next to our uplink, so maybe that'll help us out.
Hopefully.
Give it some extra juice. Tries for that outside corner, misses away.
Let's see if Rice helps her cause.
She does have runners on first and second, so if she can connect with one here in the gap, that would likely score at least 1 run, possibly 2.
Well, she had a nice shot earlier in the inning.
There's a chopper down the third base line. Roberts up with it, fires over to first.
And she...
Wader with a nice stretch on that play to record the out, so that's 5-3. Roberts to Wader for the second out of the inning. But an additional run will score for Wesley Chapel. They've now taken a 10-run advantage.
Nice stop by Wader.
Going to put Blakely on third and bring up number 8, Jillian Torres. Pitch misses away, 2-0 the count. You know, actually, I think that foul ball did help our uplink. We've been straight green ever since. So thank you to Rice on that hard foul ball.
All right.
Strike's going to fall in the zone now. Working to the count now. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 away now in the bottom of the first inning. There's a hard shot up the middle. Hawk up with it over to first. That's going to get away. Another run will score. Looked like Hawk just rushed a little bit too much on that play.
Just a little bit.
So the catcher, Torres, on first will have a courtesy runner. And we do have this number on our roster, so that's going to be number 4, Sophia Lipinski. So number 4, Sophia Lipinski, now in the game. Courtesy running at first. And if you heard that in the background, the Lightning scored again. And speaking of scoring, we've seen a lot of it here this evening. First with the Bears, they jumped on their opportunity in the top half of the inning. They plated 1. But Wesley Chapel has battled back in dramatic fashion. They've plated 12 already here in the first. It's going to bring up now number 3, Lexi Littleton, who watches the first pitch go by for called strike 1. It's a pleasant evening here in Brooksville, Florida. The breeze is coming in from center field. And there's a pop-up, second base side. In pursuit is Hawk, and she'll grab it. A nice over-the-shoulder catch. And that'll end the inning, but not before the Wildcats answer back in aggressive fashion. 12-1 your score. We go to the top of the second inning right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Legacy Wealth Partners, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Legacy Wealth Partners.
So we advance to the top of the second inning. Leading things off for the Bears is going to be number 44, starting center fielder Alana Mitchell. Rice brings the fastball. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
She's definitely feeling good after that bottom of the last inning.
Fouled away. Rice quickly ahead in the count now. No balls, 2 strikes. Mitchell will have to protect the remainder of the way. Pitch misses outside, 1-2.
I like the idea. See if she'll climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rice rings up the strikeout in the first out of the inning for the Wildcats. So 1 out now in the top of the second inning. It's going to bring up the starting right fielder, number 1, Caitlin Cintron. Check swing, can't hold back. So swing and a miss for strike 1. Foul tip, nice snag there by Torres. And Rice quickly ahead in the count now, no balls, 2 strikes. And you know, Rice got off to a little bit of a slow start, Wild Bill, but she seems to have found her groove here in the second.
Very true.
Throwing strike after strike so far.
She's steaming away.
And swinging and a miss, strike 3. She's recorded her second strikeout of the inning. Now going to bring up the third baseman, number 40, Joey Roberts. First offering is going to come in low for ball 1. That's going to connect in the zone. Beautiful fastball by Rice. So we've got 3 likes right now. Can we get to 5? I'm asking the viewers if you'll just give us a couple more likes. We sure would appreciate it. I know Wild Bill would.
Absolutely.
He's got his eye on that screen all night long. Let's make it move for him. That offering's going to miss low. Getting fastball comes in low by Rice. It's now going to work to the hitter's count. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Again, discipline. Discipline.
Roberts is going to be looking for her pitch to drive, try to get a 2-out rally going for the Bears.
I don't see her swinging at anything she does not want to drive. Ooh.
Beautiful pitch by Rice, connecting on that inside corner. Really tough to turn around on those inside fastballs.
Yeah.
That's now going to work the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Payoff pitch upcoming between Rice and Roberts. Kind of sounds like a law firm, Rice and Roberts. Fouled away.
She's not going down without a fight, Will.
That's what you want to see.
All day.
Got to love these battles between the pitchers and the batters here. When you got critical situations on the line like we do right now, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Bears need some runs. And there's a chopper off the plate, but in foul territory. And we'll do it all over again. And we got it. We got the additional likes. Thank you very much to our viewers tossing us those extra likes. We sure do appreciate it.
Can we get to 10?
Wild Bill's getting excited, so we sure do appreciate it. There's a hard shot over toward second. A beautiful grab by Golka from her knees over to first. Wow, an outstanding play by Golka over at second. And it ends the Bear threat here in the second. Wow, outstanding defense, outstanding pitching. We got it all here right on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Great shot.
Specializing in personalized jewelry and gifts, Morningshire Market brings the game to life with custom baseball keepsakes. From necklaces to key rings, bottle toppers, and more, the options to have custom gifts made to order are limitless with Morningshire Market. Whether shopping for yourself or shopping for others, ensure that Morningshire Market is at the top of your lineup.
Morningshire Market on Etsy. Use code DOUBLEPLAY at checkout for 15% off your purchase.
I chose Divinity because of Holly. And all the years that I have been with Holly, she is extremely knowledgeable. She has the expertise, and I don't trust anybody else. But for Holly, I've seen her for so many years. I have such confidence in her because she knows my face and my skin so well.
Well, fans, it all comes down to this moment. This is where it all gets decided. Johnson steps in, checks the sign. This is a classic confrontation. He's digging in. Here's the delivery. And there it goes. He's going back. It is going. It is gone.
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Now there's a caffeine-free cola with that great Pepsi taste. Introducing caffeine-free Pepsi.
Kid, you're cool, so cool, you're hot, hot kid, plays good, you're a real hot shot. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Huh? Oh yeah. Kool-Aid is for hot kids just like you. Okay, rookie. Play ball. Like you.
So we move to the bottom of the second inning. We do have a pitching change for the Bears. Now on the mound is going to be Alana Mitchell, replacing Shoemate. And it looks like there may have been a straight swap. We're trying to see who's in center field. So Cintron moves to center. We'll try to get the rest of the defensive changes for you from the Bears in just a moment. Leading things off for Wesley Chapel. It's going to be the designated player this evening, number 2, Gabriella Villafane. Gabby Villafane now up for the Wildcats with a 1-ball, no-strike count. Last pitch miss high, 2-0. Change-up misses away. 3-0 the count. Looks like that might be Shoemate and right. So the defensive changes for the Bears for you that we do have that appear to be confirmed. We have Mitchell in the circle, Cintron now in center, and Shoemate in right. It could be Nichols in right, number 24. Regardless, that's going to bring up now number 7, Maddie Golka, who had that incredible play at second base, diving to her left, throwing back across her body from her knees to get the out at first. Offering comes in high, 2-0. So actually, I think that is Nichols in right. I apologize, it's too big of a distance and a bad angle for us. It's a line shot over to Reese at shortstop, tries to go for the force at second. And the play is made. So 6-4. That's Reese to Hawk for the first out of the inning for the Bears. So 1 out now. Golka on first. We'll turn the lineup over for the Wildcats and bring up the leadoff batter, number 12, Amari Arca. Changeup falls in the zone for strike 1. Yeah, a real nice change of speeds there by Mitchell.
I do like the Bears' strategy here.
Snap throw down to first by Kimaya Thomas. Always want to have an alert catcher like that. Last offering misses, going to work the count out at 2-1. Another nice changeup by Mitchell. Connects on that outside corner. And she now takes a 1-ball, 2-strike advantage. Correction, 2-2. Tries for that changeup again. It's going to miss away. Thomas throws down to second. Not in time. Right on the line, though. It's going to run the count full now. Golka with the stolen base. She's at second. The pitch is going to miss low.
She's gone.
Golka steals third. Arca takes the walk at first. It's going to put runners on the corners now for the Wildcats. That'll bring up the center fielder now, Courtney Marks. Possible drag bunt attempt, but she'll pull back. Arca steals second. It's going to put runners on second and third now for the Wildcats. Changeup misses low. 2-0. Check swing down right back to the pitcher. Mitchell up with it, doesn't have a play. That'll score a run, so an RBI for Marks. That's going to put runners on first and third again for the Wildcats. They now get into the heart of their order, 3-4-5 now up, and that's number 15, Ashley Garrison. Pitch misses away. Play at home. Now a possible play at third, not in time.
Wow.
So aggressive heads-up base running by the Wildcats. They've scored another run and put themselves in a fabulous position, getting a runner over to third on that play. We've got 1-ball, no strike count on Garrison. Changeup falls in the zone. That's going to even things up. It's going to miss away. Snap throw down to third by Thomas. She's going to break for home, and she'll score. That's Courtney Marks there showing off her speed and Heads up base running. And the Wildcats have now increased their lead. We got a 2-1 count here on Garrison. Changeup's going to miss outside. 3-1. So Garrison's going to be looking for her pitch to drive. And she'll take ball 4 as that pitch comes in high and inside. So Garrison breaks for second. She'll get the stolen base. That's now going to bring up number 17, Ava Blakely, who took first pitch for ball 1. Offering comes in low. Nice stop by Thomas. Thomas has done well with her footwork here tonight, Wild Bill. Taking the proper positions to come up with difficult balls that come in low.
Yeah, she's had her work cut out for her today, Will.
Garrison advances to third as that ball gets by. And also advances the count now to 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch is going to fall in the zone. Mitchell begins to battle back. Advances to the hitter's count now. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Back-to-back strikes by Mitchell. That's going to work the count full. We got ourselves a payoff pitch here between Mitchell and Blakely.
I don't see Blakely letting this ball get by.
No, I think Blakely's dialed in. Got to agree with you there, Wild Bill.
Oh.
She'll take ball 4. So a good disciplined at bat by Blakely will put her on first with the walk. And once again, here in the second inning, we got a first and third situation for the Wildcats. We've come across that often here. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, number 13, McKenna Rice. Offering comes in low. That's going to allow Blakely to advance to second. Pitch misses away. 2-0 the count. Just as a reminder to our viewers, especially if you've joined us recently, make sure you stick with the Gulf Coast Sports Network as we are giving full live tournament coverage here at the Florida 4A District 9 softball playoffs. So tomorrow we'll bring you both semifinal games as Wekiwachi will take on Hernando. And the winner of this game will face the number 2 seed, Nature Coast. You won't want to miss that action. It all starts with the first game. Live coverage starts at 4:50. And then the second game is scheduled to start at 7. As Rice draws the walk. Once again, we'll have a courtesy runner, and it's number 10. And we apologize, we just don't have that information for number 10 for the Wildcats, but she is in to run for Rice over at first. Tomorrow, bringing you the live action will be our other members of the Gulf Coast Sports Network family. Derek Smith will be bringing you play-by-play on both semifinal games. And he'll be joined by Brian Hawkins on color. We know that you'll enjoy their commentary and insights, so make sure you tune in for that action tomorrow. Snap throw down to third.
Whew, almost got her.
Yeah, nice throw by Thomas there.
That could be a run.
That ball gets away. There might be a play home. A nice slide there to net another run. That was Garrison coming in to slide. And the current batter now for the Wildcats, number 8, the catcher, Jillian Torres.
Nice pitch.
Yeah, nice pitch falls in the zone there. Mitchell battles back to a 2-1 count. Runners on second and third, one out here in the bottom half of the second. Back-to-back battles by Mitchell. Works the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I like that. Give her something to hit.
Torres digs in. She's ready to go. Watches that pitch come in low. That's Blakely coming around to score.
Yeah, you weren't going to catch Blakely.
A good read by Blakely to break immediately once she saw that ball was in the dirt. And because that pitch was low, that's going to work the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, so a payoff pitch here. That's going to miss outside, so Torres will take the walk. Really can't comment enough on the discipline that the Wildcat batters have shown here tonight. And it's paid off for them. As once again, we have a first and third situation. And as Torres is the catcher, we'll have a courtesy runner for her. And that is number 4, Sophia Lipinski. So number 4, Sophia Lipinski, now in to run for Julian Torres at first base. So now up to bat, the third baseman, number 3, Lexi Littleton. First offering misses inside. Lipinski breaks for second. She'll get that stolen base uncontested. And that'll put runners on second and third now for the Wildcats. That offering misses low, 2-0.
Nice pitch.
That pitch is going to connect on that outside corner.
Way to paint that corner. Oh, nice shot.
There's a shot that's going to get past Reese into the outfield. A run will score.
And
another run coming around to score. There will be no play at home. So a 2 RBI single off the bat of Lexi Littleton. And Wesley Chapel continues to send a message that they came to play here in the District 9 playoffs. That's going to bring up now number 2, Gabriella Villafane. And we have an out at first base as the runner left early. You have to stay on the base while the motion is completed.
I didn't know that the runner was out.
So 2 outs now in the inning. That offering is going to connect low in the zone for strike 1. Offering by Mitchell misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Going to miss away 2-1. Good patience by Villafane, as she's able to advance it now to the hitter's count. 3 balls, 1 strike. There's a shot down the third base line, but fair.
It is not.
Did I say fair?
Yes, you did.
Foul. My apologies. Foul ball.
I got you. Fair it is not.
We are a good way into our second game of the day, so
yep.
We've got some commentator fatigue.
Still loving it, though.
That we are.
Oh,
and that pitch is
just
going to miss away for ball 4, so Villafane will take the walk. And she'll advance down to first, which will bring up now number 7, Maddie Golka. And it looks like we have another situation with a runner left early at first. So that'll be another out. We move to the top of the third. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Roaches, ants, termites. Let Bingham's professional pest management knock your bugs out of the park. Bingham's ultimate pest protection plan is guaranteed to protect your home from unwanted pests. And it's also guaranteed to be the lowest price in town. Don't let bugs get to first base in your home. Take BP on them. Log on to TampaBayBugs.com to get your coupon for a free pest treatment of your home. Bingham's professional pest management. Systematic pest elimination since 1964.
Well, fans, it all comes down to this moment. This is where it all gets decided. Johnson steps in, checks the signs. This is a classic confrontation. He's digging in. Here's the delivery. And there it goes. He's going back. It is going. It is gone.
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Now, there's a caffeine-free cola with that great Pepsi taste. Introducing caffeine-free Pepsi.
And now, an exciting message from Burger King.
We know you're watching the game, but you're waiting for something more exciting. Ready? Broiling beef frying nearly 2-to-1 in the coast-to-coast survey. Not better than baseball? Think about it. Nearly 2 out of 3 people chose broiling. Burger King broils. McDonald's and Wendy's fry. Okay, now back to baseball. But the second it's over, everybody up. Click off your sets. And come on to Burger King.
You want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up.
So we move to the top of the third inning. Wesley Chapel sending a message here that they're a contender in this tournament.
No doubt, Will. Their bats have been on fire tonight.
Leading off the inning for the Bears, the catcher number 20, Kimaya Thomas. And she's now looking at a 1-strike count here. Fastball by Rice comes in high. That's going to even up things now at 1 apiece. Chop fouled on the third base side. Count now goes to 1-2. As she fouls that one away, continues to fight. We'll do it again. down that third base line, but in foul territory.
Nice hustle.
Pitch gets away. 2-2.
Oh.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Rice records the strikeout in the first out of the inning for the Wildcats. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 22, Megan Waiter.
Ooh. Just outside.
Foul tip.
Brings the count even, 1-1.
So bringing you some other scores around Hernando County on the baseball side. Weeki-Wachee is all tied up with South Sumner in their playoff game first round. They're in the 7th inning and they're tied 2-2. So that game's likely going to come down to the wire. And then also, Central is beating Hudson 9-3 in the 6th inning. So Central over Hudson 9-3 in the 6th inning. Weeki-Wachee and South Sumner tied 2-2 in the 7th. And that's Florida 4A District 7 baseball. And we will pick up coverage of that tournament tomorrow as Nature Coast takes on the winner of Weeki-Wachee and South Sumner. So you don't want to miss that action on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Will Wilkie and John McMurdo will be calling that game live, so keep a lookout for that link. But right here, we've got a full count situation. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Waiter. There's a shot down towards second. Golka up with it, tosses over to first for the out. That's 4-3. Golka to Villegas. And the second out of the inning for the Wildcats, which will now bring up number 23, shortstop Kaylee Reese. There's a hard shot up the middle. That's going to get in for a hit into center field. So Kaylee Reese with that hard hit, she gets aboard on first.
Don't count these Bears out yet.
Now going to bring up number 24, Juliana Nichols, as she'll take strike 1 on the outside corner. So 0-1's the count as Rice delivers from the circle for another dominant strike. And she's quickly ahead in this count. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's your ball game. So Wesley Chapel advances. Let's toss it over to Wild Bill Leiser for the Connor Electric Player of the Game. Bill?
I scored it McKenna Rice for Player of the Game. She was locked down in the circle. She definitely helped her plight at the plate. At the dish, she was locked down there too. Great job, McKenna Rice.
So McKenna Rice is your Connor Electric Player of the Game. Wesley Chapel advances. We'll see them tomorrow. We hope to see you tomorrow here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network for continuing Florida 4A District 9 softball playoff action. You don't want to miss it. I'm Will Wilkie. We'll see you next time.